So firstly, we need certainty of payment. And I think the API suite that ClearBank delivers to PingPong really does allow us to make instant decisions, instant reconciliation, and that certainty of payment, which are all critical criteria for our customer base. We were founded in New York, but really our initial growth was across the Asia region. And as we've expanded through now having 40 offices worldwide, we're processing a cumulative total of $350 billion of TPV flow. And, with the financial infrastructure, the license infrastructure that we built across kind of 60 jurisdictions or more, what we've really been targeting is really the best-in-class solutions that we as an institution, and having those licenses to be able to transact electronic money, is finding the most appropriate solutions in each of the markets that we're working with our banking partners across the globe. I think if you look at the client profile that we've had, as I say, we started with our kind of small and medium-sized businesses in Asia and their demands around the global e-commerce infrastructure. But actually, as we've developed as an organization over that sort of 10.5-year, near 11-year journey, we've been getting more into kind of digital B2B cross-border transactions and supporting large enterprise, large e-commerce platforms, large fintechs in terms of global payment collection and delivery. So through that, the things that we really focus on are, security. We focus on predictability, which I think is a key ask of all of our client base, particularly when we get into the larger scale businesses, and a CFO demand of that predictability is key. All of these are kind of the key criteria of them enabling their trust in PingPong to be able to deliver for them on a global basis. The UK has become a very important market for us. We created our electronic money license here in the UK, regulated by the FCA, back in 2023. And as such, we needed to create a platform not only to support the e-commerce clients that we have, which is obviously high volume business here in the UK, but we also need to support those enterprise customers that are looking to do business with us through our UK entity, and having that connectivity, most importantly, to the kind of three key clearing systems here in the UK, being faster payments, being the Bacs settlement systems, and of course CHAPS for the high value treasury style payments that people are delivering every day. In every market we look at, we want to find the optimal solution that really suits PingPong's needs and obviously the objectives of our underlying customers. So when we looked at the UK, we obviously knew about the major clearing systems that we needed direct access to, but how do we access them, and what is the best infrastructure that we can deploy to really lead us now but take us forward with the growth plans that we have in this particular market. So part of that assessment was around technology and how do we connect with the proposed banking partners that we could work with here in the UK. Key to that, obviously, was we are an API native company. So we were looking for the appropriate partner that could really support that full suite of API solutions, not only in terms of the things that we need to deliver, but also in terms of the speed of execution as well. And, key to our business model is the speed of reconciliation, and having that information as real time as possible enables us to, take what is coming in through the infrastructure and then enabling us to deliver those settlement payments around the globe. So that was a really, really important criteria for us. Clearly what we saw from ClearBank was some leadership in this space. Being API first as well suited us very well. And what we liked about the engagement with the team was really more the consultative sales approach that we had with them. We didn't have all the answers to our questions, and working with the ClearBank teams from the very beginning, it was clear that they had a good experience of working with similar institutions as ourselves that had that kind of idea of being as close to a financial institution or a bank as possible, but under the auspices of being electronic money or EMI licensed holders. So they really understood the industry. There was a good track record, I think, in terms of other companies, other peer companies that we saw working with ClearBank at the time. So firstly, we need certainty of payment. And I think the API suite that ClearBank delivers to PingPong really does allow us to make instant decisions, instant reconciliation, and that certainty of payment, which are all critical criteria for our customer base. And what agency banking brought to us was the ability to create that unique sort code for PingPong and our UK entity, but also to deliver IBAN bank accounts for our customer and merchant client base, so that they really feel as though they're dealing with an institution in this market as it relates to accessing the clearing and the day-to-day money movements in and out of those accounts. And I think the flexibility of the banking infrastructure and the agency bank infrastructure that ClearBank brings to PingPong allows us to manage the expectations and deliver the solutions of those clients. So, critical to that was having the named accounts and the ability for us to transact across those through each of the local clearing systems. A lot of the initial build has been around the Bacs settlement system, which is the way most of the marketplaces pay their customer base here in the UK. But also, more importantly, now faster payments becoming, a really accepted payment mechanism, with the limit increasing to £1 million. More enterprise clients have been drawn into that. And that is really powerful for us in terms of our own positioning with our customer base, in terms of, instant settlement, instant reconciliation, and delivering those payments on their behalf. Look, as well as the agency banking infrastructure, what we really liked about ClearBank, they really thought about what the industry standards were around in the UK. And obviously, as many people know, confirmation of Payee became a must-have and a mandatory obligation to operate a faster payments mechanism here in the UK as of, I think, 2024. So the ability for ClearBank to be able to embed that within our solution was another key criteria in our selection process, because, risk and compliance are at the heart of everything we do, and having that visibility and connectivity with the confirmation of Payee really brings us an added layer of security, which is really, really important to us, and provides a kind of end-to-end solution for us here in the UK. What this platform with ClearBank provides us is an opportunity to move forward. And as we bring on board new clients, and whether that's through our marketplace businesses, whether that's through our enterprise business, or whether that's actually working with other financial institutions, that infrastructure gives us so many options as we continue to build our business here in the UK. But not only that, supporting the other PingPong operating businesses that we have worldwide. Having that flexibility to be able to operate through those companies with ClearBank here in the UK is opening up a lot of new corridors for us. And, that is really helping us with our kind of go-to-market strategy on, expanding our payment network here and expanding our client base, both here, but also overseas as well.